Have you been thinking about bringing on shareholders inside your salon and you want to know how to do it the right way? Watch this video and I'll show you how. Hey, it's Jason Everett from the High Performance Salon Academy, where we give you all the tools you need to run an incredibly successful, profitable salon company. So here's the question, is if you want to bring on shareholders, there's a really good way to do it and there's a really bad way to do it that's actually detrimental to your business. So I'm gonna talk about bad first because you might have already fallen this trap and I'll show you how to dig yourself out, okay? Is that number one, sometimes what people will do is they start talking about, I want to make you a shareholder, I'd like to make you a shareholder, and they start bringing up the conversation without really having any sort of plan, and they end up kind of teasing that person with it for a very long time, and then eventually that person just goes, well, forget it, if you're not gonna make me a shareholder, I'm just gonna quit and go somewhere else. Maybe start their own thing, maybe go to another salon because they've been teased too long. Super, super important thing that you can do. So what you wanna do is instead of just bringing it up, you wanna actually bring up a plan, and if you start broaching the conversation around shareholders, you wanna make sure they know how they can buy in, when they can buy in, what's the criteria, what are you looking for, and then what is their benefit to buying in as an actual salon owner. I don't mean earning your way there, and we'll talk about that one in just a second, not earning your way to being a shareholder, but actually buying in, putting money up to buy portions of the business to actually share in the reward of the company. Which brings me to the second problem that most people do, is they actually want to bring on shareholders because they will share in the risk instead of share in the reward. Now, you might think because you're a salon owner, you took a risk to start your business and you've taken a risk and now you're starting to see some of that as a reward, that other people have that exact same mentality, is that they're gonna work their way into this and you've got basically a free employee who's now gonna work way harder without having to pay them more. Even if your salon is not making any money, they're gonna be side by side with you. And I see this over and over again where people, instead of paying people more money, they kind of dangle this shareholder carrot to get people to work harder without having to pay them more. That's the wrong way to do it. What you wanna do is you wanna bring on shareholders when your company is actually starting to make a profit and starting to grow and say, hey, I want other people to be business-minded, thinking about this salon and actually growing. Because some people will just say, hey, I've got a top producer, maybe I should make them a shareholder to stay. But are they really a business-minded person that you want running the day-to-day of your salon? And I've also heard this too, is some people say, I want to be a shareholder in this salon, even if that's 1%, so I finally have a say of what we do and don't do around here. That's also dangerous. So the second point is, don't bring on shareholders with the wrong reasons, either to get a free employee or that they can have a say. Don't bring them on there. What you want to do is you want to make sure, if I'm really building a business team of owners that can make good decisions and help the entire salon company grow, and by adding them onto the salon team, we actually create a better team, a more stable team, and that actually has more room to grow, that would be the right reason to bring on a salon owner. So again, in recapping, number one is that you talk about shareholders without actually having a plan, and number two is bringing on the wrong shareholders for the wrong reasons. So if you understand that, you're on your way to beginning the shareholder process. Now, if you want more exact how-tos and how to make all those things happen, do me a favor and comment on this video and just say shareholder. And what we can do is we can book a meeting and tell you a little bit more about how we build out our shareholder process for the hundreds of salons that are inside of our program. Do me a favor, comment shareholder below, and I'll make sure you get the information.